Tim and Tony podcast brings you
the Mild Manner Movie Review with your host, Tim.
and Tony. On this week's episode, we will be talking about The Great Escape.
Are you not entertained?
But tonight, we dine in hell!
Great Scott!
You play ball like a girl!
We're on a mission from God.
If life finds a way.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
We came, we saw, we kicked its ass.
Okay, before we start talking about the movie, we'll explain how I picked it.
How
or
you
we
picked it,
yeah. First off, Tony's never seen it.
Nope.
And it was, we went with a war for one of our 6 final
Genres.
Yeah, so I picked The Great Escape because he's never seen it, and Steve McQueen's the man. So
Yeah.
had
I don't think I've ever seen a Steve McQueen movie.
Well, we'll have to. We fixed that.
I was going to
Yeah.
say.
Yeah, but so how was your first watch through?
Oh, it was fantastic. I thought I was expecting an intermission, as with long movies, but there was none.
2 hours and 52 minutes.
52 minutes. And it's definitely all of that.
Yeah.
But enjoyable. It's been a couple days now
Yeah.
since watching it, but so I keep remembering small parts, and as I'm thinking about the movie and going through like the recasting and stuff. Oh, and speaking of intermission, while looking up like the facts and stuff, I guess there was supposed to be one.
There
right?
was?
Yeah, right after, and we're gonna just spoil it. Right after Ives dies.
4th of July,
Yeah, right before 4th of July.
That seems like
they were
the
supposed
spot.
to do an intermission there.
They decided not to.
I just read they were supposed to be, and no one put it in or something.
Good for them. Okay, let's jump right into our first segment, a Tim and Tony review of The Great Escape.
Hold on to your butts.
This week we will be talking about how Allied prisoners of a war planned for several hundred of their numbers to escape from a German camp during World War II.
Also a spoiler alert for a 50-year-old movie.
Right, yeah. And a true story.
Yeah.
So if you don't know about it, it happened. And I'll go first with my honorable mentions. The cast. Like I said, I don't think I've seen a Steve McQueen movie. There was a couple other guys who I recognized, like their names. Mostly Charles Bronson. I'd recognize the name. And then like Richard Attenborough, David McCullum,
James Gardner,
and
yeah, there's a bunch of big names.
Yeah, for the time. Yeah, I thought it was pretty cool seeing a lot of them younger. Like
a lot younger,
way younger than I've seen them recently. Almost
you're used to,
one.
yeah.
Richard Attenborough was almost unrecognizable the first time
Just
I saw
a little.
him. Yeah, and then I'm like, okay.
Once you're looking at him, yeah, you see it.
You can really tell.
You're just waiting for him to say, "Spare no expense."
I swear, that would have been amazing. Granted, that was not even a thought.
Yeah,
I don't even think the book was written. But my number 5 is that, and I'll explain it too, but it's got a Hogan's Heroes / Ocean's 11 / A-Team vibes, even though this was before all of them. I think, more or less.
Not the original Ocean's 11. I think it was just after.
Just after? Okay, but it's still got I'm thinking of the newer one, but the original too, where it's got like the Hogan's Heroes where, I forget the actual premise, but it's very similar to like them just screwing with the German.
Yeah, they're in a
German
POW.
camp. Yeah. Ocean's 11, where it's like everyone's got their
job
to do and has to do it. And same with the A-Team. Like there's a face. There's the general. Where everyone's got a role.
Yeah, it's like, and they did a lot of ensemble casts around this time too. So
true.
Had that
Getting a lot of the big names of the time to work together, which as much as of a problem it turned out to be
yeah.
during production and stuff, but it's still no different now.
Yeah.
People are still.
Yeah, you rarely see them now.
Well, now they're told not to talk about it.
Yeah.
Is more or less what it is. My number 4 is the 4th of July scene, and also that the movie came out on 4th of July.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
IMDb told me that. I think it was 4th of July of 63.
Yeah.
Just that whole scene where it's like they woke up, you're like, what are they doing? And then you slowly put it together, and even the British guys are like,
first,
what are they doing? I think it's one of my quotes, so I'm not going to say it, but they're like, oh, well, they're celebrating the revolution.
Yeah.
And then my number 3 is the kind of from the backstory that we saw or we watched after, but the creation and the recreation of the sets.
Yeah, that was awesome.
They like built it all in Germany.
Yeah, and pretty much almost
exactly.
Yeah.
Because some of the actors who were POWs were like, yeah, that's almost way too spot on. Like,
Donald Pleasance.
Yeah. He had thoughts, and they're like, nah.
Yeah, Sturgis not taking anything, and then someone told him like, "Oh no, he was really
it was a real
in the camps." He's like, oh, maybe I should listen to him a little bit.
Probably shouldn't have sent him away. And then my number 2 is that it's a true story. With some exaggerations, as always with Hollywood true stories, but it seems like it was. Well, you can't even say like true to the well, you can say true to the story, but I mean the characters were more fictionalized than the actual ones.
Yeah, I mean they based them around the real characters in the book that the guy that wrote it. Yeah.
But I mean it's still like how the director wanted it and how they wanted to.
Yeah, I think a lot of it was pretty. Most of it was accurate. Besides like the escape, like after they got out.
Like all the chasing,
the motorcycle chase.
Thing
never happened. Like a lot of that stuff they had to fabricate, but like all the stuff to get them out,
preparing for it and doing everything, and then making the escape, which leads to my number 1 is actually exactly what we just talked about is the escape and everything after the escape. So basing on that, how they kind of made up how. After they got out, how they kind of like interacted and tried to get around. It kind of fit for the characters that they made, and it made sense. And then them just planning everything and taking time, doing like the choir practicing.
Yeah.
So kind of like, well, I mean, again, Shawshank probably took it from this, where they're he's like banging on it with trying to sync it up with the lightning or the thunder.
Or the pockets in the hands, the dispersal. That's almost exact.
I was going to say, mine is putting them in socks. It's basically exactly what he did.
He might have done that. We don't know.
That's true. They never actually really explained that. But yeah, that's my
your top 5.
Yeah.
All right, my honorable mentions. 4th of July. I mean, you touched on it a little bit, but like them making the potato vodka.
That was hilarious.
It was great. The 3 Americans making it, and no one knows what they're doing. Why are they taking all the potatoes? That's great. And then them marching around is just a great scene, and then them getting Germans finding the one tunnel. Yeah. Kind of like, oh man, that's
kind of like the one time where they're all like everyone is together and they're like no one's watching it
and they find it by mistake.
And, they like stumble on it. They don't even
I love that scene though. Number 5, the score. Was it I forgot his first name. Bernstein though.
Al?
Nah.
I'm just
saying. But Bernstein, but
Brandy, Charlie.
It gets stuck in your head after a while. Like,
yeah, you're right. It's kind of like Stripes, where it just keeps replaying.
Yeah, I don't know. And then not even just like the normal theme, but like throughout, he does a very good job of scoring it. Number 4, the escape itself, like them going through the tunnel, Danny freaking out, them being like 20 yards short.
That scene in particular.
Yeah.
Well, how the hell are we 20 feet short?
And then I love these big extras like, well, there's nothing we can do about it now. He's like, well, do we not do it? He's like, well, all the papers say today, so we have to. Yeah, that's just a great scene. Number 3, the motorcycle chase is awesome. Just him flying through Germany
And
or
then
Poland.
it's just all
yeah.
him.
Yeah, and he's chasing himself.
Yeah.
Number 2 is Ives and Hilt's first attempt to escape. I guess, first attempt.
Yeah. It's both of their first attempts.
Yeah, when they explain it to like all the higher ups, and they're like, "It's so stupid, it's genius." And then like I love how they're like, "Yeah, maybe we should let them keep trying this. Otherwise, like they're gonna think we're up to something."
Right.
If no one's attempting,
all the people who are trying to escape aren't trying. To escape,
yeah. And then I love how he's like, "Well, I hope it works." And then like it literally cuts to them covered in mud just from their escape and getting sent to the cooler.
Elmer Bernstein.
Elmer.
You stopped me at David. I was going to get to E.
I was going to. Yeah, and then like I guess all their other escapes too are great.
Yeah.
And every time he's in the cooler, throwing the baseball against the wall is great.
Well, I'll get to it in facts, but remind me about him throwing it against the wall.
Okay. And then number 1 is like the cast. I mean, we went over it, but like James Garner's fantastic in this. I think he's is probably my favorite character in this. Scrounger. Yeah. Yeah, and then Donald Pleasance. It's weird to see him not as a James Bond villain.
Yeah, I also mostly pictured him as the doctor from Halloween.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely like with the eye.
The eye, yeah. Richard Attenborough, like we said.
Not having a white hair and
yeah. Charles Bronson's great. Who's it? James Corbin is in a bunch of westerns. He was awesome. I mean
Steve McQueen.
Yeah, Steve McQueen. But and then like I love they all have their nicknames and their jobs.
Yeah,
it's great. Like the manufacturer Sedgwick is pumping air into the tunnel.
Right. It's like, how are you going to get the air in there? He's like, don't worry, I'm working on it.
You got 2 guys digging the tunnels. You got, or maybe more, but like they're in charge of it.
Yeah, the 2 main guys.
You got someone doing outfits for everybody.
Yeah. He's like 250.
Yeah. The forger just making copies of all the papers they need.
Right.
And,
which they do use a lot.
Yeah.
once they
get out. God, what's it? I mean, what was it? Surveyor. They had a guy who knew exactly where everything was.
Supposedly knew.
Yeah.
If only he knew.
Yeah, right.
Also, what is James Garner the guy? I don't know if you've seen the one GIF where he's like standing at a bar and he just points and is like, "Get out." Is that the same guy? I'm gonna have to look it up.
Look it up. Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember.
I mean, after watching, what was the one with Robert Redford?
Oh, Jeremiah Johnson. Maybe we'll throw that in the news.
Yeah. Maybe I'll throw in the GIF on.
Yeah.
In here.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm trying to think of other jobs though. But like Big X, he was just in charge of everybody.
SBO, Tunnel King, pretty much got them all. Dispersal.
Yeah, when he's doing the Andy Dufresne in the yard, but like everyone's doing it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I love that part of it. It's kind of like them building the team in Ocean's 11 type thing.
And it's like they're not all from the same. Well, some of them were from the same unit, but they're all guys from like different.
Yeah, they might have been in the POW camps together, or some of them, certain groups.
But it's like they met in the POW camps, and then that's how they got all their roles, which is pretty cool.
Because there's only like a handful of Americans. There's a lot of British,
right?
But those are my top 5.
Okay.
So a few problems with the movie.
Honestly, I didn't really have any. I enjoyed it. I'm even like the problem would have been like, how do you show them in the getting out in the tunnel? They totally nailed that. It's like, okay, we just won't build half of it, and we could see right through it.
That was good.
I was gonna say probably one of my problems would have been a nitpick where it's like, if they didn't have it accurate, but they had it super accurate, so like that can even be brought up.
Yeah, I got none.
Yeah. So then we'll just stroll right into.
Or I guess when he goes into the cooler for the first time,
Oh, okay, yeah,
you see someone holding up the set,
right? Or it was just like the German guard
didn't,
on the other side,
leave. Yeah.
Which I mean, it was the 60s,
and I don't think they intended it to be widescreen.
Exactly, yeah, that was probably not in the original shot.
Yeah,
no one saw that. Even the room in Blythe and Henley's room, it's like you don't see the other side, so there's clearly no wall on it there. But we'll move on to our favorite quotes. My first one, which I'm trying to remember
when he says
it. Is it when he gets the coffee or the tea?
I think it's when he gets the coffee and the chocolate.
Yeah, but it's Henley, so the scrounger. He's just like taking a bunch of like food and coffee and or whatever. And I think Werner asks him, or is that later?
Yeah, no, that's later.
Okay,
I forgot who asked him.
Either way, someone asked him like, "Oh, where do you keep getting all this stuff?" And he says, "My grandma keeps sending me them."
Yeah,
just like a joke because like in school you'd get care packages.
Yeah,
like send you just a box of all this random stuff. My second one is Bartlett and Griffith, who I don't even.
He's the wardrobe. He was doing.
Oh, okay, yeah.
German outfits for him.
Oh yeah, and then Bartlett's the main guy. Yeah, so he's asking him like, he's got this like basically room and a half of just different suits.
Yeah,
and
like,
blankets.
Got him just like pure fabric too, just rolls of fabric. And that's when he asks.
Yeah, he's like, "Where in God's name did you get these?" He says, "Henley." Well, where did he get them? Well, I asked him that. What did he say? Don't ask.
Don't ask.
Because he's the man who knows how to get things.
Yeah.
Basically. So it's like,
I love it. What is it? I need a pickaxe. Just one? Two would be better. Okay, got it.
Yeah, everyone like right after the meeting, everyone's just like rattling off. Like Blythe's like, "I need a camera."
Yeah.
Like, specifies
everything. Yeah.
And then it's like, okay, well, how the hell is he going to get that? And then he sets up Werner to get it. And he's like,
he sets him up on stealing all his information,
all of his credentials that he needs anyway.
Yeah.
It's like a 2-for-1. And then my third quote is we kind of mentioned earlier, but it's like the 4th of July when they're parading through, and then the British are like, what's going on? And Ramsey says, "Up the rebels," and then Goff goes, "Down the British."
Down the British.
So, like making fun of the Revolutionary War. I thought that was great. Like a small nod too, where it's like, yeah, they're all that was like it was before the first world, the second one, for sure. But it's like they're still like playing with that joke of it.
Yeah, and I think even one of the Germans like they were against you in 1812. It's like,
oh,
it's been over 100 years.
Totally past that.
Yeah.
Yeah, for being a war movie, they don't. Besides like the German stuff, there's not a ton of war in it. It's just set during the war and then towards the end of it. But which makes it a good one because it's like it's not overbearing where you're just like, oh, they're hounding you about the war and all the politics behind it and stuff.
All right, my favorite quotes. First one is Ramsey, the SBO, talking to von Luger, but he goes, "Colonel von Luger, it's the sworn duty of all officers to try to escape. If they cannot escape, then it is their sworn duty to cause the enemy to use inordinate number of troops to guard them, and their sworn duty to harass the enemy to the best of their ability." And he just like, I don't know, it's just it makes perfect sense though.
Oh yeah, like, him explaining is like, yeah, that.
And then even von Luger's like, yeah, that makes, yeah, you're right. It would be. He even's like, yeah, I wouldn't lay it down either.
Right.
Yeah.
And he's like, and would you tell your men not to follow the orders? They're like, no, you're right.
And then my second one is Hiltz and Bartlett. When they're talking about the escape, and he goes, "How many are you taking out?" And Bartlett goes, 250. Hiltz stops and looks at him and goes, 250? Bartlett goes, "Yeah." He goes, "You're crazy. You ought to be locked up. You too. 250 guys just walking down the road just like that." Yeah, I love that when McQueen.
He just stops and like gives him this look of like, "What are you talking about?"
When he's trying to just break out him and I'm just two people. Then my third one is Von Luger and Hiltz, what were you doing by the wire? And this is the third person to ask him what he was doing. So he goes, well, like I told Max, and he kind of pauses. He's like, I was trying to cut my way through your wire because I want to get out. Yeah. Just gives up on trying to make an excuse. And then my last one, just wow, when they were all tasting the potato vodka. And all three of them have a different wow. Wow. And then was it Goff just, wow.
I just remembered an honorable mention for my favorite part. Like all their signs for when the cards are coming, like all the little sounds and relays and stuff.
Like tapping on I think he switches a lid, then someone taps on something.
Yeah, he switches the
one of the scenes, like, and then they knock on the window and.
Even when they're in the tunnel, like hitting the thing to pull the cart.
Pulling the cart, yeah. They like tap on the wheel and someone pulls. You can hear and feel it, so it makes total sense. Or, pulling the rope to let people know when they can run up.
Right, when they were 20 feet short.
Yeah.
Now that we're done with quotes, let's move on to some TNT trivia about the movie, starting with Who Am I?
Truth is, I am Iron Man.
I'm Spartacus! I'm Spartacus.
I'm Batman.
I'm Wayne Brady Benz!
I am your father.
I am vengeance. I am the night. I am Batman!
I am the Clit Commander!
I am Groot!
Yes, I'm Batman.
I'm rich, bitch!
All right.
Oh,
first.
I'm up. Ooh.
Who am I?
Ooh. I do this all the time. I always like get everything ready, and then it's like, oh, nope. Forget the very last part. So, click on that. Let me open up my Who Am I? I am known for
Jurassic Park.
Well, that would be too easy.
The Miracle on 34th Street.
Is that also him?
Mm-hmm. He's Santa Claus. Come on.
I haven't seen that movie.
Oh, man.
We have a lot of Christmas movies to watch. But I am known for The Great Escape, Sapphire and Steel.
Okay, you didn't pick my person.
Baby Driver, and The Man from U.N.C.L.E.
We were talking about this too.
Yeah.
David McCullen.
Yes. Which, fun fact, his co-star in The Man from U.N.C.L.E. was going to be one of my recasting until I found out he died. Robert Vaughn.
Vaughn, yeah.
Until I found out he died a couple of years ago. But some trivia about David is trying to find something interesting. Speaking of Robert Vaughn, he appeared in episodes of 3 different series with him: The Man from U.N.C.L.E., Please Don't Eat the Daisies, and The A-Team. Because in A-Team, I think Robert Vaughn's the bad guy.
Oh, yes.
I think like the main bad guy throughout the whole thing. Also, McCollum has played the same character, Dr. Donald Ducky Mallard, in 3 different series: JAG, NCIS, and NCIS New Orleans. So JAG was the
first one
prequel to. I think it was like a soft prequel where they're like, "Oh, people like this. Let's turn it into NCIS." And then the New Orleans is like a CSI spin-off.
Yeah.
And then my last one, he became close friends with Donald Pleasance and James Garner while filming The Great Escape. I think he even mentioned that in his the interview about it, or like the After Effects and not After Effects special
features.
Thank you. That's the word I'm looking for. Features.
All right, to my Who Am I? I was in The Great Escape, or I'm known for The Great Escape, Papillon, Bullet, and The Getaway. It's going to be hard because
this is Steve McQueen.
Yeah, because you haven't seen any of those three besides the first one.
Besides the one.
But yes, it is Steve McQueen.
And Bullet's the one with the car, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a good one.
That's the only.
I have all 4 of those movies. So
it's one of the only episodes of Supernatural I've seen.
With the car. They bring that car back.
They bring the car up because isn't that like the cursed car where like he died in it and then whoever bought it died in it.
No,
I might be thinking of a different car. But that was the thing they went with in Supernatural.
No, because the car, one of the there was 2 cars they used. One was destroyed beyond recognition, but I guess they rebuilt
Robert Vaughn
it.
Was also in that movie.
Yeah,
and Robert Duvall.
Yes, very short, and he's super young. It's super weird. Yeah, but then the other one just came back. Like it's been in someone's like barn up until like a couple years ago.
Which is crazy insane. Where it's like
it's all original. Yeah,
I got this thing sitting in my barn.
But random facts.
Yeah.
Although he was the highest paid star of the 1960s, McQueen had a reputation for being tight-fisted. On some films, he would demand 10 electric razors, dozens of pairs of jeans, and like bunch of stuff from the set. But it was later found out that he gave this stuff to the Boys Republic, a private school, for troubled youngsters, where he went a few years.
All right.
And then he turned down the roles in Dirty Harry and The French Connection because he didn't want to make any more cop movies after Bullet. And then he was the first actor to make the transition from television star to huge box office movie star.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Now it's like
now they're going back. Yeah. Now the stars are going back to TV.
You start at TV, go to movies, and then come back.
Or
like movies are going to TV, and then now TV people are going to movies. It's crazy. But now for some random facts about the movie. My first one, during idle periods while this movie was in production, all cast and crew members, all the way from Steve McQueen and James Garner to like the production's assistants and food service people, were asked to take like thin 5-inch strings of black rubber and knot them around other strings. And then the finished results was all of the knottings was used for like the barbed wire and the fencing and stuff for all the set. Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's like, all right, we need everyone to do this. My second one is that Steve McQueen held up production because he demanded that the script be rewritten to give his character more to do.
He's barely, he's for top bill.
For top bill, he's barely in the movie. You'd think Attenborough or
James Gardner
would
was
be
in more of it, definitely.
Yeah. My third one is that John Layton, or Willie the Tunneler, was one of the most popular UK pop singers in the early 60s. And he actually recorded the title song with lyrics for it.
I did not know that.
And then my fourth fact is that you reminded me of is the sound when he's like goes into the cooler and he's throwing the baseball against the wall.
Back and forth, yeah.
Some production company uses that sound as like their intro of him throwing the ball against the wall. Yeah. I'll have to look it up.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, they use that sound as their
their intro.
Their intro sound.
All right, while you look that up. During the climactic motorcycle chase, director John Sturges allowed Steve McQueen to ride in disguise as one of the pursuing German soldiers, so that in the final sequence, through the magic of editing, he's actually chasing himself. He played the German motorcyclist who hits the wire.
Yeah, so, wasn't it like the first, not one of the first, but like when they started cutting in footage or something like that? Or an early one, I think.
Yeah. Let's see. The working title for this was The Last Escape. And the last surviving participant in the actual escape, Dick Churchill, died in 2019 at the age of 99.
I searched the wrong thing. A movie company called Virgil Films, which is Virgil is Hiltz's
his first name. Yeah.
So they use that sound as the intro.
I wonder if I've ever seen Virgil Hill. Or Virgil,
I was gonna say possibly, but I'll have to look them up, see what they've
done. All right, final thoughts. I mean, we talked about how we watched the behind the scenes, and it looks like they filmed a lot of the interviews in the early 90s.
Yeah, that's definitely when because I mean, some of them were still looked young, and I think there's only 3 of them still alive.
Yeah,
of the
if
actors.
that, is there?
I think that was one of the
facts.
Also one of the trivia. Actually, it was like right here, because the guy in my Willie Layton is one of them.
And then David McCullum's still alive.
David McCullum, William Russell, and John Layton are the last surviving ones as of like whenever they put that in.
Yeah, but other than that, I
was
mean,
just saying,
it's a long movie, so we definitely missed a bunch.
yeah.
But I think
like
we touched on
their first, it's like
when
3 minutes when they get there,
when they all get there
already
and everyone's trying to escape. Was it? Danny jumps in with the Russians, and so does Sedgwick. And when he asks him what does he know any Russian, and he tells him the phrase, and he's like, "What does it mean? I love you." He's like, "Well, how is that going to be useful?" He's like, "I was going to use it myself, but."
Also, I guess Charles Bronson like knows Russian.
Oh yeah,
so
he does. So
he definitely knows more about
than one line. Yeah, and then what is it? All the rest of the guys jump in the back of the carts. And there's been a lot of stupidity on both sides. I like how no one got in trouble for that. Yeah, and then
almost immediately.
And then although it's kind of sad, but when they lose the 50 guys. That's a very good scene when Big X and Mac are on the top of the hill, looking out, and then they realize, they
turn around
because what is it? The Gestapo is the ones that caught them.
Yeah,
and they didn't have the same rules.
I think he even
as
said
German.
before, he's like, if I catch you, or if I catch you again, I'm gonna shoot you. Mm-hmm. But yeah, you're right. It's like he's saying I'm kind of sad we failed, but at the same time, I'm happy we didn't.
Yeah,
and then they all get mowed down. That's,
and it is crazy that this took away troops from D-Day, which is
right. But
one of the most well-known battles in the war.
Was not aware of that.
No,
and so you learned something. At least I learned something.
Yeah, but I think that's it for me on final thoughts.
Yeah, I'm good with it.
So next up, we'll pretend like we're in charge and recast the movie. And Tony's up first.
I will go first. Hold on, sorry. I'm just getting my recasting here so I don't show it. Okay. So for Hiltz, the Cooler King, I went with Vincent Cassel.
The French guy from Ocean's 12 and 13.
It's been in other things, but that is mostly what I know.
Only 2 things I know him from. I think I've seen him in one other thing, but I can't remember right now.
Yes. So for Henley, the Scrounger, I went Joel McHale.
Okay.
For Bartlett, Big X, I went with Mads Mikkelsen.
Okay. Hannibal.
Yes.
But he was in Rogue One.
And Doctor Strange and
Casino Royale.
Okay. And he always has an eye problem, so that would totally that definitely works.
So he's Big X, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ramsey, the SBO, David Ramsey.
Okay.
The name works.
The name works, yeah.
Oh wow, I just thought of a really good recasting thing that now but
using their names. That was
then I had to go back.
Yeah.
For Danny the Tunnel King, I went with Adam Driver. Oh yeah, I like Adam Driver. He's been on the.
I have him on mine, actually.
Really? Oh my god, this is the first time we've done that.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Not in that.
I was
going to
say, if we would have picked that, would have been unbelievable. Especially now that we don't know each other's names. Oh, that's cool.
I still don't know what your theme is.
For Blythe, the Forger, Kevin Nealon.
From the Adam Sandler movies?
From SNL. And,
all right. I had to think about that. Okay.
For Sedgwick, the Manufacturer, Jeremy Jordan.
Jeremy Jordan.
From Supergirl. Jimmy. Not Jimmy.
Win.
Yeah.
Okay. I could see that. A lot shorter than the guy who played him, but
yeah, I
could see him making the things though.
As you can see my list, I had to make some cuts. Sorry. For Von Luger, the Commandant, I went with Alden Ehrenreich. Guy from Solo.
Okay, that played on Solo.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah. For Ashley Pitt, the Dispersal, I went with Dacre Montgomery, the Red Ranger, and Stranger Things.
Okay. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
For MacDonald, for Intelligence, I went with Mark Ruffalo.
Okay. I have no idea what your fucking team is.
For Willie, the other Tunnel King, Owen Wilson. No way, dude. No way.
Oh my god, I think I...
Did you do it for Willie?
Yes!
Oh my god, yes! Oh, 2 for 14.
That's
folks,
right on the nose.
This is unprecedented.
That's a good one. I definitely stand by that one. What is...
For Ives, the Mole, I went with Danny DeVito.
Okay.
For Cavendish, the Surveyor, I went with Oscar Nunez. Oscar.
Oh, from okay.
And for Werner, the Ferret, I went with Jimmy Simpson.
Okay. That's a good one. I have no idea what your theme is, though. Like television? They were on television and then movies? Or no?
Honestly, that would
David
probably
Ramsey,
work for a lot of them. Because David Ramsey was in Con Air.
Oh, yeah, he was.
And then I could tell you the people I didn't recast. Or that I had on my list that I didn't put in. Damon Wayans Jr., Romany something. I crossed it out so I can't think. Delroy Lind, Larry King, Robert Vaughn, and Rich Kind.
I honestly don't know. And I don't want to guess because if I guess mine, then you're going to know. But I don't think it is mine.
Oh, that's weird because...
I don't think it is mine, but it could have some similarities.
The fact that we had two is crazy. Also, Owen Wilson just totally looks like him. And that's
he does.
A
that's
perfect
why
role.
He doesn't see what, and then he
He
was a
stretch
for my theme though. So
when I found my theme, I'm like, oh damn, yes, that was like the first one I wrote down.
All right, I give up.
They all have birthdays this week.
Oh, that is not my theme at all. They all have birthdays this week. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I did know it was David Ramsey's birthday. I saw it on Instagram. Damn.
That was the only one where I'm like, this is going to be risky because I know he's seen it.
That was a good one.
I did like that. I was very proud of that.
All right, I switched up the order a little bit.
Okay. I know two of them, but I only know one of which.
So for Hiltz, the Cooler King, I went Clint Eastwood. Like a young one, though. Like Dirty Harry.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of these guys I'm making younger and British.
We're changing everything about him.
Yeah. Henley, Scrounger, I went Tom Selleck. Like Magnum P.I.
Oh,
Tom
damn,
Selleck.
that is a good one.
Yeah. I really like that one. Blythe, I went with The Forger, I went Patton Oswalt.
Also, I'll circle back to that, but
okay.
That's a good one. I like that.
Bartlett, Big X, Sean Connery. Like a young James Bond, Sean Connery. Okay. Mac, Intelligence, Jeff Bridges. Like Tron, Jeff Bridges. I'm going young on all these guys.
So you're going all actors that are old now?
Yeah. Where was I? Ramsey, the SBO, Gene Hackman. I'm thinking like Lex Luthor, Gene Hackman.
I'm telling you, I'm not going to guess your theme.
No, and this one's going to throw you. Danny, the Tunnel King. Randy Couture.
What the? You know what? I think I figured it out.
Willie the Tunnel King. Owen
Mark
Wilson.
down Randy Couture. I figured it out.
You figured it out there? Okay.
I think, but I'm.
So Willie, Owen Wilson.
That's throwing me though.
Sedgwick, the manufacturer, Bruce Willis. Like a diehard Bruce Willis.
Damn, man.
Ashley Pitt, Dispersal, Adam Driver. So there's your Adam Driver.
I like that.
Ives the Mole. I'm going this one. I figured this one out real. I like this one. Michael J. Fox from Back to the Future 3, where he's playing his Irish ancestor.
So very
that
specific.
exact role. Let's see. Oh, I don't have Cavendish. All right, I gotta think.
The Surveyor.
Chris. I think it's Christopherson.
Okay, the name.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I think that's his last name. I'll have to look it up because I had a list of guys that would work and I deleted it. But
some of them are reinforcing my idea of what yours is, and others are like, no, I don't think so.
So Von Luger, the Commandant. I'm gonna go Malcolm McDowell from like Entourage, and he's like one of the only British guys I have.
Oh, okay.
And then Werner, Rob Riggle.
Okay, that almost solidifies my guess. And then no, that definitely solidifies my guess. For Werner, that's hilarious. Based on those, except for Owen Wilson, he keeps throwing me. But I'm gonna guess people who have served.
Close. Yeah,
people who have served and are now out.
No, I'll go. People have served. There's a second half that I had to fill in because there wasn't enough.
Actors who have served?
No.
Oh,
They haven't served. But maybe someone else has.
Or their parent?
Yeah. Army brats.
Oh, Army brats. That's a good one.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I know Adam Driver and I know Rob Riggle.
We're both Marines. Clint Eastwood was in the Army. Selleck was in California National Guard. Patton Oswalt was an Army brat. Sean Connery was in the British Royal Navy. Jeff Bridges was in the Coast Guard Reserve. Gene Hackman was in the Marines. Randy Couture was in the Army.
That one I knew.
Owen Wilson was, this one I had a stretch for, but he was in the New Mexico Military Institute as a kid.
Oh, so he went to, okay.
Yeah, military school.
Yeah.
Bruce Willis was an Army brat. Michael J. Fox was an Army brat.
That was the other one where I'm like, I could see it, but I don't think he...
Malcolm McDowell was an Army brat as well.
Okay. I like that one.
Yeah, it was hard to. I thought about it, and then there was so many people that get recast that I didn't have enough.
Well, that's why with mine, I'm like, I looked at the day, I'm like, all right, sweet, I'm just gonna go with today. And I'm like, all right, 90% of these are female. I'm like, my original one was doing an all female cast. It was my original, and then I'm like, I looked at the birthday because it's what's her name? Ming-Na Wen's birthday today. What's her name from S.H.I.E.L.D.?
Okay.
I'm trying to think of
Mulan.
Yeah. Yes, I'm trying to think of her name in S.H.I.E.L.D.
Agent May.
May, that's what it is. Then I'm like, oh yeah, today I looked at there was like 3 guys. I'm like, ugh. I extended it to this week. But now that we're done with recasting, now it's time for us to rank our top 5 war movies. Now, I will go first with my honorable mention.
This is him, Christopherson.
I was gonna say I searched it. There was like 4 of them. So I'm like, I don't know which one. But yes, I do.
I forgot what he's been in a bunch of stuff though.
Mm-hmm. My honorable mentions. That's where we're at.
That's where.
American Sniper.
I've never seen it.
It's good. Another one is Pearl Harbor.
Seen only parts.
That's like a long I always come in at right when they start bombing, and then the rest of it. Yeah, that's all I've really seen.
I think I've only seen the bombing scenes.
Yeah, it's a really. I've heard good things about it. That's why it's an honorable mention. And Apocalypse Now.
That's a good one. I watched it in high school.
Yeah, that's what I saw. That was English class. Yeah. Our English classes, I've watched like 4 or 5 movies.
Yeah.
Across the years.
I think I've seen Band of Brothers like 4 or 5 times in history classes.
Oh, yeah. Well, I think we watched... Psych was Clockwork Orange?
Really?
Oh, well, no. I think, or at least parts of it. I can't remember. But back to my top 5 war movies. Number 5, Patriot. Number 4, Saving Private Ryan. Number 3, Schindler's List. Number 2, The Great Escape. And my number 1 is Glory.
That's a surprising one.
I don't know why, but this was a grade school one that I watched. That it's just like
Matthew Broderick and Denzel
and Morgan Freeman.
Yeah,
stellar cast.
Stellar.
And now Matthew Broderick eats kids.
Yeah.
But that's my top 5.
All right, mine. The honorable mentions: The Patriot, Black Hawk Down. Yeah, I'm not going to throw in the ones you did. But,
I was going to say, when I was looking, I'm like, oh, wow.
Apocalypse
I really
Now, maybe.
Yeah.
But number 5, Hacksaw Ridge. I think that's one of the best ones in a very long time.
I've seen the last 15 minutes of that.
It was surprising. I didn't think it was going to be as good as it was. Number 4, Platoon. Number 3,
oh damn! I forgot about
Inglourious Bastards. Yeah. It's a weird war one though.
Yeah,
I like it.
I'd go honorable mention.
Yeah,
on my list.
Number 2, Saving Private Ryan, and then number 1, The Great Escape.
It is a great movie. I did enjoy it.
Yes. Okay, for our last segment, let's talk about the geek news.
Clark Kent, just a mild-mannered reporter.
He doesn't want to be famous, and I'll make him infamous.
General, haven't you ever heard of freedom of the press?
I'm not a cop. I'm a reporter.
Gossip, rumors, panic in the streets. We're lucky.
Vicky Vale. I'm intrigued by Alex's giant bat story, so I've done some...
Oh, the Batman.
Nobody cares about Clark Kent taking on the Batman.
It is not. I resent that. Slander is spoken. In print, it's libel.
The police won't help. The press has to do the right thing.
You serious?
First up on the docket, The Witcher already got a second season, which will be released in 2021.
Season 1's not even out yet, is it?
No, it's in December, so I'm very
That's crazy,
happy.
Yeah. I mean, it looks really cool.
It does. Yeah, so that's
I
good
don't even
news,
think if I
think.
started now, I could play through the game, by the way you keep describing it.
No, I didn't. I've already given up. I made it maybe halfway, if that. But I have to do everything, otherwise I'll feel.
Oh, that's me in Assassin's Creed right now. Yeah. I'm literally just going through the map, like, all right.
And now I'm on this island where they're all in the water, so I just got tired of riding a boat around. Yeah, but I can't wait for this first season to come out.
Right.
Let alone
excited to see like how they're doing it.
So we know it's gonna be a cliffhanger.
Oh God, stupid TV shows and cliffhangers. That's all they're
just
doing.
End it and then start it up again.
Just do something. Next up, Netflix and Nickelodeon made a multi-year deal. I think it was like the day Disney Plus launched. They're like, hey, we got Nickelodeon.
And it's like
they're all making
all their IPOs, and they're going to make it off their existing, and then create some new stuff. I guess
yeah.
But like, I mean, it'd be cool to see.
I feel like
they're going to do like Rugrats, and they're going to try to bring back a lot of those.
It's probably not going to do well, but I mean, all the people like or people our age will like at least tune into it, and if they don't like it, they will hear about it.
Netflix also obtained the rights to make a fourth Beverly Hills Cop movie with Eddie Murphy returning, so that's awesome.
I was just say Eddie Murphy.
He must have a deal with them because he just did My Name Is Dolomite,
right? Yeah.
So he must have a multi-movie deal or something with them.
That would make sense. And then a new live-action TMNT TV show is supposedly coming to Netflix.
This is part of that Nickelodeon
deal.
Because
yeah,
Nickelodeon owns.
That's right.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
One of the toys that made us on Netflix.
It's the ad for, or the trailer for it. When you get past it, it brings up all the Ninja Turtle toys.
Yeah,
I
watched that. I liked it, and it's like they brought up like how when they did. Oh, I think it's when it went to Disney. No, when they sold it originally, and they made a live action TV show.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And they introduced a female turtle, and it just bombed.
Oh, yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see what they do with the new live action one.
Yeah, I wonder if they go back into like what they just did with the new stuff, or go back into the guys who are in the suits.
Right. See how they do it.
I think you could find a middle ground though. Next up, this Six Underground got a new trailer, which is a Netflix movie with Ryan Reynolds.
Yes, which
and
I
Dave
definitely
Franco.
And Dave Franco is such a national treasure.
And the chick from Baby Driver. And who's the guy doing the Assassin's Creed running down? He's been in a bunch of stuff.
He looked familiar. I don't know his name though.
Yeah, that looks good though. It looks funny. I don't know if it had a date. I think it just said coming soon.
Yeah, I think it just did say coming soon. Mm-hmm. Also, the Harley Quinn animated show trailer got another trailer.
This looks great.
Yeah, this show is going to be.
I wonder.
A lot.
I don't know
fun,
if they've said how many episodes it's going to be. I'm guessing
I don't
shorter.
Think,
I don't think it's going to
be.
Be like. It comes out at the end of the month, though.
Yeah, it comes out soon. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be like a 22 or
no, not like
not even like a 13. I don't think.
I could see max 15 to 13 max, but I'm thinking 10. Yeah, it looks awesome though, and Alan Tudyk as Joker is perfect.
He is so.
Also, I didn't like
so
the first
good.
trailer with her Kaylee Kuko as Harley, but it's
I
fine
think
now.
I think she'll be fine. Yeah.
I think after because I think it was just her talking. Like
it was a lot of just her, and you're like,
it seems like the show she kind of changed her voice a little bit. It seems like not much, but like
enough to get it to where it's like okay, where everyone knows it's like all right, that's Harley. That's Harley's voice.
Yeah, and then was it JB Smooth as the plant? I think is going to be the best part. And last up, Brooklyn Nine-Nine got renewed for season 8 before season 7 aired. But I think they wrapped on 7.
I was going to say, isn't the show supposed to be dead?
Yeah, from Fox.
Dead from Fox.
I'm glad somebody picked them up.
Keep going with it. And it's so good.
Yeah, Fox. See what happens when you drop a good show. Yeah, but
well, I mean, to be fair, they were being sold off. So.
Yeah, but they didn't know that. They switched it for that stupid Tim Allen show, which I'll never watch. Last Man Standing.
Now you're making a political statement.
Yeah, against Tim Allen and Fox on dropping Last Man on Earth and Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I'm only half as angry because Brooklyn Nine-Nine got picked up.
What were they thinking?
But before we wrap up the episode, we'll look ahead at what's coming out for Tim and Tony. So this was episode 2 of our 6-week movie genres.
Yes.
Next week will be the Western, and we will be doing...
I just noticed we've done all 3 of yours. And
I know. And we randomized it.
We did, yeah.
Oh, no. Yours was drama.
Oh, yeah.
Because mine was... I chose horror.
Because
I knew. We both agreed. I said I would take horror if you wanted to pick drama.
I don't remember you saying that, but now that totally makes sense.
Yeah, but we will be doing The Sons of Katie Elder, and that's a movie neither of us have seen.
No, so that'll be good to. We haven't done many of those where like we both haven't
seen it. No. Yeah, and then the week after that we'll be doing a comedy, then a horror,
which still to be named comedy.
Horror will be doing The Shining,
which I haven't seen.
I've seen parts, so yeah, that'll be another one.
I mean, and like I haven't seen, but I know a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
One because of just pop culture.
Yeah.
2, Ready Player One, referencing
Ready Player One,
the book and the movie.
Yeah. And then last we'll be doing a superhero movie, yet to be named though. but I think we kind of know what we're doing.
Yeah, it's between a couple.
Yeah, and then our top 10 episode will be our finale.
Generating a lot of buzz.
Yes, so just a reminder if anyone we haven't contacted or haven't contacted us about ranking their top 10 movies, shoot a video of yourself ranking them, and we're going to do a little clip show.
Yes.
So, yeah.
And, yeah, we'll probably splice together ours with everyone else's.
Yeah, and then talk about their picks.
Yeah.
And, yeah, it'll be a good one.
Make fun of their picks.
Yeah.
And
yeah, so that's been our show today. Hope you enjoyed it.
You can follow us on social media and our website, timandtonytalk.com. And remember, share this with your friends.
And make sure to join us next week for the Mild Manner Movie Review.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
Thanks for listening. I'm Tim.
And I'm Tony. And we are the Dynamic Duo.
Good night.